Number 17. The budding of Aaron's staff. God confirms his choice. Number 17 is short but powerful. After the rebellion of Korah and the plague that followed, God gives a clear, undeniable sign to confirm his choice of Aaron as high priest. 12 staff, one from each tribe, are placed before the Lord in the tabernacle overnight. Each staff is a dry, dead stick, ordinary wood. But the next morning, Aaron's staff has not only sprouted, it has budded, blossomed, and produced ripe almonds. This is not a slow process. This is a miracle. Life from death, fruit from a dead stick. This sign confirms God's choice and silences the rebellion. Let us walk through the chapter. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and get 12 staffs from them, one from the leader of each of their ancestral tribes. Write the name of each man on his staff. On the staff of Levi, write Aaron's name, for there must be one staff for the head of each ancestral tribe. Place them in the tent of meeting in front of the Ark of the Covenant law, where I meet with you. The staff belonging to the man I choose will sprout, and I will rid myself of this constant grumbling against you by the Israelites." So Moses spoke to the Israelites, and their leaders gave him 12 staffs, one for the leader of each of their ancestral tribes, and Aaron's staff was among them. Moses placed the staffs before the Lord in the tent of the covenant law. The next day Moses entered the tent and saw that Aaron's staff, which represented the tribe of Levi, had not only sprouted but had budded, blossomed, and produced almonds. Then Moses brought out all the staffs from the Lord's presence to all the Israelites. They looked at them, and each of the leaders took his own staff. The Lord said to Moses, "Put back Aaron's staff in front of the Ark of the Covenant law to be kept as a sign to the rebellious. This will put an end to their grumbling against me so that they will not die." Moses did just as the Lord commanded him. The Israelites said to Moses, "We will die. We are lost. We are all lost. Anyone who even comes near the tabernacle of the Lord will die." Are we all going to die? Lessons and teachings. 1. God's choice is undeniable when he acts. The staff belonging to the man I chose will sprout. 17:5. God did not argue about who should lead. He did not hold a debate. He performed a miracle. A dead stick sprouted, budded, blossomed, and produced almonds in a single night. No one could deny it. Divine confirmation silences rebellion. For us, when God acts, arguments cease. Do you need God to show up? Seek his confirmation, not human approval. 2. God brings life from death, resurrection power. Aaron's staff had not only sprouted but had budded, blossomed, and produced almonds. 17:8. A dead stick in one night produced life. Not just a sprout, but buds, blossoms, and ripe fruit. This is resurrection power. God creates life where there is only death. For us, have you trusted God to bring life from your dead circumstances? He is the God of resurrection. He can bring fruit from the driest seasons. 3. The staff was a perpetual sign to the rebellious. Put back Aaron's staff to be kept as a sign to the rebellious. 5:10 p.m. The staff was not just a miracle for that day. It was kept before the ark for generations as a warning. It reminded Israel that God's choice was not to be questioned. For us, God's word is our perpetual sign. It warns us, guides us, and reminds us of his authority. Do not ignore it. 4. Without a mediator, we cannot approach a holy God. Anyone who even comes near the tabernacle will die. 5:13. People finally understood God is holy. They could not approach him directly. They needed a priest, a mediator, someone chosen by God to stand between them and his presence. For us, do you try to approach God on your own? You cannot. You need a mediator. Jesus is that mediator. 5. Jesus is the budding staff, our high priest. Aaron's staff budded, blossomed, and produced almonds. 17:8. Aaron's staff pointed to Jesus. He died, a dead stick, but he rose, alive, bearing fruit. He is God's chosen mediator, the true high priest, the one through whom we can approach God without fear. For us, have you trusted Jesus as your mediator? He is alive. He intercedes for you. Come to God through him.
Let's continue studying the book of Numbers. Subscribe, like, comment, and hit notification button for more videos, more Bible study, and more Bible knowledge. We got you.